Today we're going to be making corn pone. I don't know if you grew up eating corn pone, but I did. It was pretty much a staple, especially when we had vegetables that were fresh in the summer. We would always have corn pone with our peas and corn and fried okra. So I watched my mom make corn pone, and we used this very same recipe a couple of years ago, and we entered it in a corn pone contest, and it won first prize in that contest. So we were really proud of what we did. So it's a little bit different from the traditional corn pone. Oh my gosh, that is so good. Salty, sweet honey, spicy honey, and jalapeños. It doesn't get any better than that. No wonder we won first place. So corn pone is usually thin, it could be thick, but normally they're cooked in an iron skillet. I use my smaller iron skillet to make mine. And so the difference between corn pone and cornbread. Cornbread is really thick. It's usually cooked in a larger iron skillet, and you'll see wedges of it cut. People add eggs to their cornbread. They add cracklings to their cornbread. It's just whatever your taste prefers in your cornbread. Some people add corn, either a cream corn or a whole kernel corn to their cornbread. So that's cornbread. It's really thick. So today we're gonna make corn pone. So if you'd like to learn how to make my favorite recipe for cornbread, please comment below, and that might be a future video for you to see how we use a larger iron skillet to make our favorite cornbread on the farm. So today we're going to make corn pone. My favorite cornmeal to use is a Hoover's fine ground cornmeal. My measurements might not be exactly precise, so don't hold me to that. When there are some things that when you're cooking, baking, you want to follow a recipe precisely, but sometimes you have to be in the kitchen and look at the texture of your dough, the quality of what you're doing, and after you make it a few times, you get a feel for what to do. So here's 1 cup of Hoover's fine ground cornmeal. Let me do another cup. That's a 2nd cup of Hoover's fine ground. I'm going to add about a half a teaspoon of salt to that cornmeal. It's plain cornmeal. It has nothing in it. So about a half a teaspoon of salt. I'm also going to add about a half teaspoon to a teaspoon of baking powder. So I want mine to rise just a little bit. So what you've seen so far is a traditional recipe for corn pone. This corn pone does not have milk or eggs. It simply adds cornmeal, salt, and hot water to it. So why did our corn pone earn first prize? It might be because we added a few things extra to it. Number 1, I added about 2 tablespoons of bacon grease. Yeah, right in there. You can't beat bacon grease. And also I added about 1/3 to a 1/2 cup of chopped jalapeños. And if you can see, I have some of the juice from the jalapeno jar in there as well. So I'm gonna dump all that right in. I think I used about 3 tablespoons of juice. You can add a little bit more. You can use hot jalapenos. I chose to use tamed jalapenos on this one. Then you're gonna add enough hot water to your dry ingredients. I started off with adding about 1/4 cup. I'm gonna stir it. Add another 1/4 cup, and just a second and I'll show you the consistency. Right now it's just real clumpy. I started with 1 cup of hot water, 2 cups of cornmeal, and it's almost there. I'm going to add just a little bit more, and you can see I've almost used my whole cup of hot water. So your cornmeal is not soupy. My mom taught me that when you get the corn pone mixed, you take a scoop of your cornmeal, just like that, and look, it's not sticking to my hand. And it's going to make a round patty just about like that. And you're going to go over to your stove, put that in your hot iron skillet, and you're going to let it sit there for about 3 or 4 minutes, and then you're going to turn it. So your corn pone's going to look like this, or you can make it just a little bit flatter. You can see the pieces of jalapeno that's in there. So I'm getting my skillet hot. The trick about that oil, the oil that I put in there, I went back and I used bacon grease. So the grease is melting. So yes, I have a glass top stove and I'm using an iron skillet on it. What you don't want to do is sometimes iron skillets can be rough on the bottom. So you don't want to scrub your iron skillet around on your glass top stove. You also don't want to use a really heavy iron skillet. This is a small iron skillet, and so it's going to work out just fine. So how do I know my grease is hot enough? I'm going to take just a little pinch of cornmeal and I'm going to put it in there. Ooh, look at that. It got hot in a hurry, didn't it? So I'm going to take the cornmeal that you saw me do, and I'm going to drop that cornmeal right in there. That corn pone, listen to it fry. I'm going to add a second one. So my mom said when you're making corn pone, you got to have that fingerprint indentation in the back of it. And that way people know it's homemade and homemade with love. So we're going to let that sit for about 2 or 3 minutes. I'll check. If your iron skillet was hot enough, they're not going to stick on the bottom. They're getting brown, not quite there yet. So I've got my corn pone cooked. I did 1 pan so we can see and so we can taste too. But you can see there's pieces of jalapeno and it's still really hot. So since it's hot, I'm going to take some fresh ground salt of your choice and put right on top of that. Because when I bite into one, I like to taste a little bit of salt with that cornmeal. So you can use butter on your hoe cake. You can use whatever you would like. The right texture of the inside of a hoe cake will be slightly sticky, okay? It's not going to be real dry like a pancake is on the inside. It's slightly sticky. So you can add butter to the top of your hoe cake. And look how fast it melts. It's really hot. You can go one step further and add just a tad of Mike's hot honey or a hot honey of your choice to the top of that hoe cake. The hoe cakes are so hot, that's why my hand is trembling. And I'm anticipating this first bite. I can't wait to try it. Oh my gosh. That is so good. Salty, sweet honey, spicy honey, and jalapenos. It doesn't get any better than that. No wonder we won first place. Oh my gosh. You gotta try this. Brandon, that is really good. I'm not just saying.
I'm waiting to give me a bite.
Take you this one or that one and put your butter and then some honey. Oh my gosh. That is absolutely phenomenal.
Oh yeah.
Oh my gosh, I'm telling you, I know good when I taste good. That's really good, yeah. Brandon. No wonder it won. And we didn't even do the hot honey on it.
Yeah, hot honey even adds to it more. That's very good.
It was the salt and the bacon grease.
Oh man.
Is it good? Here you go, Abby.
Yeah.
You want to put honey on it?
That's
oh my gosh.
Yeah.
Is it good? Is it really good, y'all?
Yes, Abby, I'm telling you.
Mama can make the best jalapeno hush puppies ever.
Oh, that was no joke, my reaction. I was thinking, I hope that between the honey and the jalapeno, I hope that don't burn my face off. And it was not even hot, but
it's even good without it.
It's good without it. Yeah. Okay, I've got to get back to the stove and finish up the rest of the batch of corn pone. I had my film crew and my family come over and sample, and you can see they liked it too. I did too. Now, when we did the contest, I didn't add the hot honey. So we had mixed emotions. Some like the hot honey, some don't. I think it was great to put the hot honey on there. But it's a definite that you've got to use the salt on it right when it comes out of the skillet, when it's still hot. Because when that happens, the bacon grease is on the outside, and the salt is going to adhere to that grease that's left over on the corn pone. I hope you liked our video today. Like and subscribe below. See you on the next video.